Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. It's so nice to see you.
Right back at you. It's been a while.
And I can't
Same
wait
with
to talk
you.
all about your new album and everything that is going on, which is so much. But let's start with this collaboration of absolute dreams between yourself and Helmut Lotti. You've done a song together. Um,
Yeah.
I want to hear all about it. So how did this come about? Was he somebody that you knew, or did he contact you? Like, how did this um, collaboration?
It was quite spontaneous, as I like to do things. So I was doing a one-off show randomly in Antwerp in Belgium, and he seemingly heard about it. He came down to not just to the show, but he came to my hotel to say hello. And he's in Belgium. He is I mean, yeah, top of the line. I mean, he's just a top of the line guy in general. But he came to meet me, came to say hello. Something went out of his way, which you always appreciate. And the sort of the understanding and the friendship just blossomed from there. He's he has we both have autism, and so that we like communicate in a slightly different way, to to how some other people might. So it's just an instant way of connecting. From there, it was he was in contact with my management team, aka my mum and sister,
Amazing.
and they set it up. Well, we all set it up, and it's he had this wonderful album that he was already kind of molding into shape, and I got to hop along for the ride, and what it was so incredible. I got to go to Belgium to record it. Not
Oh,
bad, not bad life.
that is incredible. So you went to Belgium to record it. What type of music was it? Was it
This
an original song? Was it something that you covered together, or?
It's actually it's funny because it turned out to be a song that I've done myself. I did a version of Goren Grato many years ago now, and uh, he he had the same idea, and I thought it was such a cool opportunity to be able to revisit something that I've done in a completely different context as a duet, to just be able to have fun with the piece, not have any sort of pre, pre notions of whatever. It was yeah, super magical, different, completely different to what I have been doing for like the last 10 years.
Oh my gosh, how is it? I'm so interested. So you've recorded this, and then you've suddenly it's reimagined as a duet. How would you say it was different to everything that you've been doing, like, so far in your music career?
Well, so Helmut always describes himself as more of, like a popular singer and of the than a classical type of guy. And so it's a lot more. You could call it rigid, but it's more to the beat. It's more danceable, you could say. Where a lot of my version of Core Ingrato is so flowy and so rubato, and you take massive pauses, and his is very quite metronomic. It really moves forward, and so in the studio itself, I was having little bits of trouble, like, because I wanted to extend bits, and there were it's just, it was so fun for me. It was like a completing a puzzle. The idea of getting to match Helmut's performance and his style, but still bring my voice to it.
That's so interesting. It's like bringing yourself into somebody else's little world, isn't it? And trying to fit into that world, but still bring what you are and
Yeah.
everything about you.
Yeah, striking that fine balance, trying to, as you do in anything, but it's because of the way our voices are so different. It just lent itself to this magical unity, this wonderful dualism of
Mm.
these two very different male voices. Yeah, super. so there was no competing, which it can that can come up in certain circles when you duet, but yeah, it was always, they just slotted into place perfectly with one another. Yeah, super cool.
Wow. And was that with an orchestra, or was it with more like an ensemble? Like, what was the setup when you were recording it?
The actual recording, it was vocal overdubs, so all the orchestra. I'm not sure which band he used or which orchestra, but
Mm,
it was beautifully played. And
mm.
we turned up at the Cavern in Belgium, and we both he I think did I go in first or he? I can hardly even remember. It wasn't that long ago. It flew by. It was so wonderful. We both just went in and we traded off bits. And kind of improvised vocal lines, harmony lines with each other. Just yeah, had a bunch of fun with it. It was, yeah, just us in the room. Yeah, very very stripped back, very as I kind of like to do it nowadays. It is very fun to be in the room with the orchestra, but it's a long day. It ends up being.
It's pressure as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So is there a big classical crossover audience in Belgium?
It does seem like it. It seems like there's
You.
quite an experimental audience, perhaps one
Yeah.
might say.
Yeah.
Open to more of these fusions of things than. But there's pockets of people like that everywhere. But to be in Belgium, and I mean, it's not just the recording of the album. There was then the show.
Oh my
Um,
God. Tell us about the show. This sounds amazing.
it was just incredible at the Antwerp Central Station. This beautiful building,
Yeah.
and packed full.
Wait, you did
People,
it in
it's
the station? Was that where the
yeah,
concert was? Was
yeah.
it? Is it an actual station still, or is it now a concert venue, or is it a station that sometimes has concerts?
It is an actively used station. Behind us, the bustle of the city was still going around. People wanted to come through as we were rehearsing and stuff. People were like it's this gorgeous building, and there's these sliding doors that, of course, have been installed much later. And there were people sort of peering at the glass, like watching, and then on the night there were people filming from outside. It's just, it had this magical, this electric energy about it, just being in this incredibly tall room. I mean, the reverb in there is like, it's over a second. It's like it's a bounce back delay type of thing.
Okay.
It's
Was that hard to sort of settle in your mind when with the reverb bounce back scenario?
it's one of the first times in about 10 years now that I've used in-ears for a show. I usually use all stage monitoring,
Mhm.
and so we had this little like moment as we were preparing, like, oh, well, Jonathan, he's never really, he doesn't use in-ears, but it's when you see the space and you hear it, you're like, oh, there's not really an option. And it all worked out perfectly, thankfully. The team that Helmet had on that, they're just incredible. They were super accommodating to me.
Mm.
Got me my own nice generic in-ears. Made sure I was very comfortable. It sounded wonderful through everything. So crisis averted, one might say.
How exciting. And in general, when you're about to like step out onto the stage, is there anything in particular that you do to feel like as calm as possible? Are you somebody who like warms up like to an inch of their life? Are you like, no, I feel in good voice today, I trust it, I've done the run through, or
I'm very much in that vein. We did a rehearsal earlier in the day, and so I was already in the cycle of things. I try, because it's a muscle. I try not to wear it out. That's kind of my general philosophy. You want it just
love
warmed
that.
up enough, but not exhausted, so you can't even lift your shopping bag at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And
That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
total sense.
But the I I think I was asked about ritual and stuff before shows at some point,
Mm.
and it reminded me of, I sweat basically only from my face, it seems, which as a performer is a very unfortunate condition to be stricken with. So they were so kind to me. They got me a little like a desk fan, like yeah, a proper one, and they put it on top of one of the big moving things with all the equipment inside, and I was stood just before I went on in front of this this fan to try and keep me from just having a drenched face. So that was my ritual. That was my what I went through before the show.
Oh, that sounds like very sensible. They'd looked after you. It's like sounds
I did.
amazingly. And do you feel that because of doing this duet that has like expanded like a Belgium fan base for you?
I hope so. I hope so. And
Yeah.
as more people will continue to see it, as the footage of the concert is released, as Helmut's album comes out, that's it's only going to be more and more excitement and joy. And I mean, just the reaction in the room that night.
Well,
Um,
tell us about the reaction in the room. What
I mean,
happened?
because I was backstage, I couldn't see really what the reaction was from, because we were upstairs, the performers, and we would walk down this beautiful staircase
Oh,
down to join Helmet. It's so cool. and, and
that sounds
so
really dramatic.
it was so dramatic, so cool. But obviously, it meant that I couldn't see the audience, so I wasn't sure how exactly they would respond. I could hear them calling and shouting and crying with joy, but I couldn't see them. And so going down, and then as the song ends, they all start lifting to their feet. It's like, and then the sound is deafening. I've got the in ear in one ear, and then the sound of the crowd in the other ear. It's just magical, and yeah, for them to stand up. It's not my concert. It's of course Helmut got his fair share of standing ovations, but for us to both be out there and get that, it felt like a sincere acceptance by this wonderful crowd of people and by this wonderful artist. It was love on the stage.
Oh, I love that because then you know that you've made people feel good, and that's the aim,
Exactly.
isn't it? That they've enjoyed it and they've come on the journey of the song with you.
Absolutely.
That sounds incredible and exciting that you said that there will be footage, so perhaps we can all see it at some point.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We will see what the release schedule's like.
Yeah, oh, that'd be amazing. And so you have duetted with Helmut Lotti. Do you have like a magic wand duet partner that you've always thought, oh gosh, like that would be such a dream to duet with this person?
There's it's I get option paralysis
I
from
know
this
it's
question.
that one.
There's so many incredible vocalists in so many different genres. Like, I mean, for me, it would be so cool to have like this a super screamo metal vocalist, and me doing something, this super clash, but maybe it's this beautiful marriage. Who's to say? It's
Yeah.
there's that Will Ramos of Lorna Shore. He's a great one of those. And then I'd like to sing a song with Adele. The
Oh,
completely other side of the spectrum. It's
amazing.
I mean, just a casual duet with Adele would be cool. Then from everyone in between, like Bonnie Tyler, and
Mhm.
that would be so cool. I think I tend to go towards voices that are different to mine. You know,
And I think
as
that's always so amazing to listen to, isn't it? When you do get that difference.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And if you were, I don't know, in your car right now, who's your favorite person to listen to right now? What's the sort of album of the moment that you're like, that you're listening to?
Well, okay, there's this new band out called
Oh,
Presidents, and
mhm.
uh, they're like an anonymous band. They're all masked up, and but they remind me of an old band that I used to listen to a lot, Fight Star. And so they've just taken my imagination recently. I've been listening. I think they've only got 4 songs out as of right now, and I've looped them all like 400 times. It's very much stuff in that vein where it's heavy metal backing and some beautiful voices on top.
Oh, that sounds so cool. And would you say, do you listen to music a lot? Would you say? I know obviously you perform music and record music, but are you somebody who would listen to music instead of maybe watching the TV or looking on social media, or is it something that you sort of do as a hobby as well?
Yeah, it's I do all of those things. I doom scroll my social medias.
Oh, so do
I
I.
watch my, but I do I love of course I have an attachment to music. I feel sometimes that I must be an incredibly boring person to actually communicate with, because when I'm working, it's music. I'm doing music. When I'm sitting at home, I've got my guitars. I'm playing music, or I'm listening to music, or I'm talking about music, or I'm writing a little jaunty tune or something. Like,
Amazing.
come on, do something else, young man.
No, it's your absolute passion, and we love the fact that it's your passion, because it means we get to enjoy everything that you do. And speaking
Thanks.
of everything that you do, there is a brand new album on the horizon, which is so exciting. Oh my gosh. So this new album, what is the vibe? What is the inspiration? What can we expect from this? Are we allowed to know what it's called? Do you have a title yet?
Well, it's had 2 titles so far that kind
Yeah.
of uh, eh, are emblematic of the ethos of the thing. Um, the first working title was The Galleon, because it's going places. It's
Oh,
quite mysterious. It's
oh, I
this
love
ship
that.
that's traveling through the water. And then
Yeah.
the second title was Against All Odds,
Mhm.
because despite everything, we're still here. We've still got it. But I'm still not sure if either of those will end up being the actual title. Um, I'm still workshopping it, and I will probably workshop it until the very moment that it has to come out.
Yeah,
Um, it's so difficult to
I like
name an
both of
album,
those titles.
right? And
Yeah,
so now I've got two decent options.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
what if there's something else?
There
What
could
if?
be something else that might come to you.
Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly. What a
oh my
terrifying idea.
No, no, it's all exciting. And, what can we expect? So what type of music is it? Is it very different? Is there, any songs on there that are original, or is it beautiful reimaginings that you do so amazingly?
It is reimaginings, but I think we've taken it an even further kind of direction
I'm
than
excited.
prior.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
we've moved. It's just really playing with the arrangements. A lot of my older
Mm,
stuff, we stick to the traditional arrangements a lot of the time,
mm.
and in this, there's all kinds of mysterious and fun elements that are, yeah, again, different from the last 10 years of stuff I've been doing. In terms of the material, I would call it generally a lot more contemporary, but it may be contemporary for a different age. I'm not 100% sure. For me, there's this feeling that is coming back, um, and it's a feeling that I was never a part of. Because I'm but a young buck. It's there's this age that is returning, I feel like,
Mm.
um, and I'm hoping to capture a little bit of that.
Cool. That sounds so interesting. I cannot wait to hear it. Where did you record it?
Well, uh, a lot of well, all not all of the vocal recording, but the principal vocal recording was done here, right here in this studio. You can see
Yes,
my little booth behind me,
that's
and
exciting.
it's yeah, that's
Oh,
kind of daunting as well. It's uh, making this thing at home basically on having a wonderful opportunity from an incredible lady who has funded this and made it possible. I just I've been building up this beautiful little world for, again, the last decade, trying to make these little spaces so that I can make things for the people who have allowed me to make these spaces.
A
And
absolutely. So does that mean are you very now, are you very technical minded when it comes um, to recordings? So you've got the equipment and everything. Is this something that you've managed to completely like get your head around in the biggest way, or did you have sort of experts with you to help you, or are you very much somebody who goes, I know I want it to sound like this, I'm going to sing that again, and I like this bit, I don't like that bit, and if they're like, oh no, that's really good, like, no, it's got to be done again, it's this bit, and can we have a bit more this and that? Like, is this a world that you've sort of stepped into? Because I imagine, I don't know, but when you recorded say just after Britain's Got Talent, I imagine you had a team that were very much telling you, right, we've got that, now we're going on to this one, now it's this, and perhaps you just had to stand there and sing amazingly. But now you've stepped into almost like a producer role as well. This is so exciting.
very, very slowly, I consider myself at a crossroads of those elements. Really,
Oh.
uh, I'm in my spare time, I like to try and do a little bit of production and write some stuff. And I will admit, I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at making things sound good with technology. Just with my mouth. Uh, but yeah, so back in the original days, the old again, a decade ago, I keep saying it. Back it was very much like, we'll do 100 takes of this until it's right, and just so that we have every possible option.
Mm.
um Whereas now it's we find that we just capture magical stuff within very few takes. Really, is just the reality of it. We often find ourselves, we'll look through and we've done like 6 or 7 takes of a piece or a part, and we go back and we look at the first one and it's the best one. And
Yeah, your instinct was the one that you sort of gonna go with. Yeah.
right, it's there's but again, but then being in the studio for as long as I now have been, which is kind of wild to think about. Yeah, because I got that foundational experience early on, I was, the able to refine and define what exactly it is that I wanted to hear and wanted to produce and see from myself. And so now I had the wonderful Leo Z, of course, who he came in from Los Angeles, and he did much of the instrumental recording over there and in his home country of Italy, which, so it's truly wonderfully international album.
Mm.
And yeah, so he helped me massively with just the general creative direction and keeping things focused and having that technical know-how to make it sound absolutely gorgeous, as he has done.
Oh, that's so exciting. And do you feel like were you more comfortable doing it in your studio? Like, because you can make a cup of tea when you're just like, did you feel less like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
you could more
Oh yeah.
take risks and just sing out and because you're in your environment?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. It's funny, you go to this place that's specifically built for you to sing out, and sometimes you feel a little bit sheepish.
Like
Well, that's
pressure.
kind of the point.
Yeah. Yeah, like you feel a bit like, oh God, it's the big day, it's the recording day. Yeah.
I mean, I've had there was an experience once where I felt so nervous that my diaphragm wouldn't like calm down. I was like quaking, and so I could hardly deliver the song.
Mhm.
But just being here at home, I I would let Leo. He'd be sat at this desk right behind me. I'd let Leo work as he pleased, and he'd because this is the top of the garden, the house is at the bottom of the garden, and he'd text me or call me, and I'd roll out of bed and just walk up here.
What a dream. Oh,
What?
fabulous.
And that's my job? Is that allowed? Is that normal? It's definitely
Amazing.
not normal.
But how brilliant. And do you feel
Amazing.
like the album is completely like when you listen to it, do you feel like, yeah, this was relaxed and it was enjoyable? The pressure didn't feel so like when you listen to it now, you just like, yes, this is the way to do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I hadn't really thought about it like that. I'd only really experienced it while I was doing it, but
mm,
and when I'm listening to it, I'm always so hypercritical, trying to because we're still technically at the stage where we can change things. So I'm
mhm,
always I haven't. But now that I'm thinking on it, when I have been listening to it, I brought Mum in here the other
mm.
day to have a full listen through of the album, and
That must have been
uh,
so exciting for her.
it was. I mean, she had to have her critical ear on as well, because that's part of why I wanted her to, to be completely 100% happy with it, and I think we're about at that stage now. It's but and yeah, listening to it, it's just it doesn't remind me of stressful times, which is
Oh,
always nice.
that's so nice, isn't it? Because would you say, if you had to have a preference, do you prefer singing in a recording studio for something that's going to be put out there forever and ever? Or do you prefer singing on stage where anything can happen, though? You don't know what's going to happen in a live performance.
I could complain equally about both of them. I'm joking. But it's they're both so magical and so completely different to me,
Mm,
at least.
mm,
It's like asking if I like chicken or beef. It's one thing one day, one thing the other the next day. With performance, you have one chance, but
mm,
that also means that everyone else listening only gets to listen to it once,
yeah.
which you can't
Mm,
scrutinize something to a microscopic level if you're only hearing it in that moment, which is always very nice. But then there's the waiting, the getting made up, the which it can be enjoyable. It can also be frustrating. It can be such a blend of things, and that's the side for performing. And then in recording, depending on where you are, you can take your time with it. You can really fine tune everything. But of course, some people are going to listen to that over and over and be very, very, discerning with their ear. So you want to make sure that that is the premium product that is untouchable, unspeakable aboutable. It
mm.
has to be just right.
Absolutely. And what would you say your for this album would be your biggest hope for it?
100 million sales,
Yes.
take me to the moon, play it on the sun, play it on Saturn. I don't know. I just want for people to have something lovely to listen to
Mm,
whilst they're enjoying their beautiful, beautiful lives. I've That's all I've ever wanted, really. And
mm,
if even one person is affected and smiles a little bit, or cries, or just feels something in this crazy, crazy world
mm.
where it's so easy to get lost in the badness and the sadness. Just take a moment and enjoy some music. Enjoy this life, this beautiful life that we are blessed to be given.
Oh, that's so lovely. And a big group of people who are going to enjoy this and who are going to be like literally like on tenterhooks going, when's it coming out, are your wonderful fan ones. Like, how does it feel to have these people who because you mentioned now it's been a decade that they have been with you now, like there for like such a long time. It's really incredible, isn't it? When I think of you, I think of this like these like fans that are just they're just so devoted They are on your journey a million percent. It's incredible.
I'm I'm trying not I'm holding the tears back. I'm holding them back.
Oh, yeah,
Really,
because
I am.
it is incredible, isn't it?
It's beyond the pale. It's beyond reality.
Mm.
It's just not. I mean, to say it's not normal, nothing's normal. What does that even mean? It's I say it quite often now. I've been with people through the last years of their lives. People have
Mm.
lived, with me, kind of, as a part of their story, as a part of their soul. I've
Mm.
been able to take, have little pieces of their stories as a part of my soul. What
Mm.
what cosmic duty did I perform in some former life that I have been afforded this opportunity? How is this possible? What I all I can ever say is thank you, and try my best to make these things so that these tokens of my love, the depth of my love, and
Mm.
just how appreciative I am, just to show one millionth of the love that they've given to me. I can
Oh.
only hope I can that they feel just a little bit of that.
They will absolutely feel it, and that's why they support you, because they do feel that, and they're going to be so excited for the album. And
I'm
so
so excited.
it's so exciting. So so you've been singing and recording and performing, and now I feel like you're at this crossroads where you're getting all this technical knowledge. If you think about, because you just mentioned like a decade, if we go forwards a decade, what would you what would you like to sort of be looking back on? Do you think you would ever really go down the producing road where you're creating for somebody else, or would you ever want to I feel like you would be amazing at being some kind of like having your own show, because you're just so interesting, and to listen to, like if you had like your classic FM show, or like like a Radio 2 show. Like, do you ever see yourself sort of branching out into something
Oh,
different?
I would love to. I would love to. The it's I spend a lot of my time very quiet, but when I get to it, I love to speak to people. I love to hear about people's experiences. I love to talk about my own experiences. Clearly, I get very passionate about the connections that we're able to build, and so building more of those, building this spider web of stuff that I want to do and that I'm able to do. I've started doing like woodworking and stuff.
What type of things do you make
I,
when you're
I haven't managed to successfully actually make anything yet. I've been planing down boards to make a guitar, which yeah, it's we're at the very beginning stages. I'm still gathering equipment and stuff, but I've always wanted to just diversify and diversify. It's
yeah,
we've all become very specialized, and we all can do very particular things, and it's so nice to be able to make broad gestures and make things as well. I'd love to yap aimlessly into the ether, in any format, really. I take great joy in just making new stuff, in presenting people, and talking to people and asking questions about the world. That's yeah, just learning new stuff as well. That's there's too much that I want to do.
yes, I know. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming, can't it, with all the possibilities of everything
The
that you can.
world's a big, beautiful place. It really is.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like even more beautiful because you put your wonderful music into it, which is really exciting. So, do you know when we might be able to hear this album?
The looming question. I'm I'm deciding. It's I want to put it out right now. I want everyone to just hear it right this moment.
Yeah, of course, you're so excited.
But I mean, I've not got a cover for it yet, so it would be a bit difficult. I'm I'm hoping it'll be this year. It might be next year if things take a little while, because I'm not sure I want it to be out in the Christmas rush or everything. But then again, it doesn't matter. I just want people to hear it. I've got all these conflicting ideas just juggling in my mind. So if someone wants to write and convince me to put it out immediately, you're free to.
Oh, I think you're gonna get so many people going, "Please put it out now."
That would make me feel very good.
And do you have any plans for, like, when you were recording certain videos in your mind and you're thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be like this." Do you have a track that's gonna be like a lead track and that's gonna have a video and all of that stuff that goes with an album?
Yes, we did. There was one day that we went in to an actual studio and recorded vocals for two of the songs. But we also did a couple of videos in there in this beautiful space, and they're just live recordings, shortened versions of some of the songs. So we've already got a couple that will hopefully be with the people soon.
Yeah,
But
like little
I've
teasers of what's
I've also been thinking. I had a really cool idea for a totally monochrome video for one of the songs. That's very quite. It would be quite moody, but also kind of energetic, exciting. Just the selection process and the particular array of songs that we ended up with. It creates so much. Just creative energy in my mind. So I'd do videos for all of them if I could.
Oh my gosh, yes, because it's quite important now. I think it's even more important, a visual. I don't
Yeah.
think it was as important, but now it seems to be like reel them in on socials with a visual to look at.
I think it's sort of horseshoed around in a way. The back in however long ago, you would bedazzle them with the grandness of the band and the orchestra and the beautiful setting of the place, and then it sort of aesthetic changed, and there's this big, loop round to be not pretending not to care at least. and, and now I think we're kind of maybe looping back around where things we like to be a bit ostentatious, a bit grand, and just have some fun with things rather than try and be cool.
Oh, absolutely, definitely. I think there's so much scope to just like be creative, imaginative, and just like do whatever you like with videos. And it sounds like this new album is going to be in a slightly exciting new direction. So maybe your videos are going to be a little bit different to what we're used to as well.
I think so. I think some more experimental angles. A lot of the videos that I've put out have been very much just it's me singing, and that's good, and that's simple, and it's nice, and I think that's not going to stop. I still want
Mm.
to just get in front of people and sing. But I'd also like to do some more creative expression in the different aspects of this creative business. With the visuals and stuff. Just get a little wacky with it and see what happens. See if people like it, and if not, maybe I'll like it. If I don't like it, then I probably won't put it out.
Yeah, but exactly. The main thing is that when we create something, like we have to love it, and then hopefully other people will as well. Yeah. And do you think there'd be any plans to maybe do a tour next year? Are you going to tour this album?
I would
That would
like
be
to. I would
exciting.
certainly like to. It's great. It's so hard because you get the one person who wants you to come to Pensacola in this state, and you get the one
Yeah.
person who wants you to go to Phoenix, Arizona, and one person wants you to come to Brazil, and so
Somebody else wants you to come to Chelmsford.
yeah, exactly, and you have to. It's like tallying all these up, and then will these people actually turn up? What is it feasible? Is it possible? And um, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I'm open to all offers, of course. I would love to bring this music and all of the music that I've done over the last decade to the people.
That
That's
would be
my MO. That's
ooh,
what I
oh my
love to do.
gosh, yeah, like a really big tour of everything. Ooh, how good would that be?
Imagine. Oh, imagine.
Oh my gosh, a big concert at the Palladium or something.
Oh, stop. Imagine. Imagine.
Let's put it out there into the universe that that's gonna happen.
The energy's out there. The energy's in the universe. Somebody's listening.
Definitely. Oh, well, I cannot wait to hear the album. We're all so excited. It's been so wonderful to chat with you.
And
It
you,
really,
and you.
really has. And yeah, I'm just excited. So please keep Crossover Magazine updated
Will do.
for any any news, any tasters, like any little, oh, here's a snippet of this song or anything like that. It'd be so exciting.
I shall see what
And
I can do.
have to chat to you again when the album is out, and we can chat some more about what's going on with it and the amazing reception that it will definitely have. Yeah, it's just, I know what it's a huge thing to record something. There's so many different aspects of it. Now when someone goes, oh, why don't you just do another album, it's like, well, actually there is a lot to it, and it takes a very long time, and it's a lot of headspace, um emotional, isn't it? It is such a big thing, isn't it? It's
Yeah, even with all the you would call it downsizing in the business world, with recording it at home, with even then it's not an easy thing or a cheap thing to do.
mm,
Uh, the A lot of it comes in the marketing, and there's so much that
mm,
it goes even over my head, and I've been doing it for however long. It's never easy, but it's always worth it.
oh, absolutely. And this one is going to be worth it. And yeah, and I'll be interested to know what you call it as well in the end.
Me too.
Oh, well, it's been amazing. And yeah, just wishing you so much luck with it. Thank you so much for chatting, and hopefully chat again to you soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. You're always a pleasure. Always.